and a special good afternoon or good evening or whatever it is to you. Good morning. This is Titus Wright, of course. We are here live and in living color. On the side of me here, we have a young lady, and she is from, I tell you, agencies, and she's done modeling all over the world. She's worth multi-billion dollars. Let's give it up for Chloro Valentine. Good afternoon and good evening, good morning. How are you doing? Whenever they're viewing this video, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Let me ask you this about modeling. What you've been all over the world. You've been modeling all over the world. You've met so many queens and kings and all types of people, the Pope. And what has traveling done for you? How has it broadened your perspective? And what I guess advantage is traveling done in your life?
Well, it has increased my knowledge and, my understanding of my way of life.
I notice you have that accent now. You're from England too. You've done things in England. Most people who have that accent are rich people. You know, I don't have that accent because that means I'm not rich. I'm worth millions, but you're worth billions. Let me ask you, as far as modeling, your modeling career, you've done magazines. Right now, you're in about 15 magazines. You've been on television. You've done movies. You've starred with all kinds of actors. Denzel Washington, to name a few. Morgan Freeman. So many actors. Um, what How do you feel about that? As far as has it changed you as a person?
No, I'm still the same person. It hasn't made me proud. I'm just rich. I got lots of money.
Okay, now I understand. Let's keep on that topic, rich. I hate to talk about money and riches, but you are one of the most, I guess, richest females in the world. We look at Oprah Winfrey. Okay, yeah, she's worth $1 billion, but you in turn are worth $10 billion. What do you do with all that money?
Oh, I feed orphan children in Africa.
And I understand you're building hospitals and schools, institutions, and you got. She's very modest, folks. She's very modest. She has so many things going on right now that she really just can't keep up. You have someone that's, I guess, officiating all of your, I guess, philanthropic
Taking care of
activities.
finance and making sure that I'm on schedule and I'm at the right place at the right time. I even got my own private jet to take me where I'm going.
Well, you know what? You're being very modest. You have about four private jets, I understand, but you, I guess, particularly, I guess, fly in one of them.
The one that I like the best.
I understand it's pink.
It's a pink one, exactly. That's a color I love, pink.
Now, you are, I guess, the richest female in the world, topping over, I guess, $10 billion. Now, we do have the Waltons and all those guys too, but you kind of top that list. What do you say to people like Oprah Winfrey? I mean, I guess compared to you, she's on welfare.
Yeah, she's so sweet in money. Yeah.
So if one day you woke up and found yourself, I guess, at the value, or I'd say you're worth Oprah Winfrey's value, what would you say about that?
I said, wow.
You'd be scared, right? Because she's only worth
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Gosh, I'd be so scared. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, because she's worth $1 billion. You're worth 10 billion. I mean, I say before, like if Bill Gates woke up one day and found out he had Oprah's money, he'd probably jump off the nearest building because he's broke.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Now, let me ask you this. What else do you plan to do now? I understand you're going to take a trip to the moon now. They're having trips up there as well to the moon. I guess compared to what it costs, about $1 million, it's no big deal to you. What do you feel about that? How you feel about that traveling off the globe?
Well, it's good to see how the float up in air to see what the Mars and stars and Jupiter and all those things that we've been hearing about. It's good to go up there and to see for yourself what it's really like. You know.
Great. You're probably the only one that I know that have about 100 limousines parked out back.
Yeah.
They're a lot.
Exactly. I got so much. It's unbelievable. But I'm not really I'm not sure off with it. I do help needy kids. build schools and stuff like that. So the needy kids, they're all looked after.
Okay, and needy people too as well. You
Right.
do so many things. You don't brag about it. You do a lot of things for the community. I guess for the world, and say I guess you built a church. You built I guess hospitals all over the world. You're I guess uh, mixing I guess getting with the churches and finding out what the needs are of the community in those areas, and you're putting a lot of money in the community.
Making sure no one goes hungry at night time. No children or parents or families should go to the bed hungry. And no children should go without clothes. They should have everything they need.
We were watching the Oprah Winfrey Network the other day. What do you feel about that? I understand you're trying to start your own network as well, which would be easy for you to do, just deciding whether to do it or not. But what do you think about her network?
Oh, well, she's doing a great job. I just believe that she could, more black people could be on there. Just build our community as well. Because lots of people, black people want opportunities, and they're not being given those opportunities.
Yeah, we should overcome. I understand. I watched it, and people are saying the Oprah White Network, crazy stuff like that. I don't agree with that, but they're saying that. Let me ask you this about your life, about your endeavors, about your career. You started as a model, now you're doing movies. You're working with Denzel Washington. You're working with a lot of different stars out there. How does it feel to be a star in the year 2011?
It feels wonderful. It feels great, but it also, it doesn't make me proud. I'm quite humble with it.
You don't have a big head, but you don't have a big head, and all that kind of stuff out there like that.
No, it doesn't go to my head. It shouldn't go to your head if you're rich. It should not.
Okay, now you work for $1 billion, I understand. Now, I don't know whether it's appropriate right now for me to ask this of you, but I don't have that much money. I'd like for you to write me a check if you can. I mean, if you can, for $100 million. I mean, that's nothing to you. What do you think about that?
No problem. I'll write your check right away.
'Cause
I could even give you some more. What about half a billion?
you know what? I was going to ask that, but I was afraid to ask that. So I'll be have a $500 million when this interview is over, and that would be nothing to you because by the time I go to the bank and cash that check, you would have already recovered that $500 million. So many things going on. People are just giving you money to make appearances, to make speeches, to appear in movies, to appear also in modeling and all the things. You're the top model, the top actress, and the top philanthropist in the world. How does that make you feel when you see yourself on the cover of all those magazines?
I just feel so wonderful. I really do. I feel wow. I'm really proud that that God has brought me so far.
That's fantastic. I'm glad that you said that because there are so many people out there that do not believe. They say they're self-made millionaires or billionaires, and you've met all the billionaires that are out there. They admire you. You're kind of like, even though those other guys, like I mean Donald Trump is only worth like $5 billion, so you got him, of course. Bill Gates, you met him, worked with him. You work with a lot of people that are out there as a billionaire yourself. I understand by next year, the money's coming in. You have all kind of businesses all over the world. I understand by next year you're going to be going up to 20 billion because you got a lot of things happening. You got a lot of you're working with oil now and a lot of other areas you're working with. Money's just pouring in. You've invested in a lot of companies that you've made some really good decisions,
Yes.
and I understand that by next year you'll be worth at least $20 billion.
You know why that is? Because if given, I always given. So then God gives back to you. The
Okay,
more you
this
give, God gives back to you.
okay, great, great. Well, you know what? That sounds fantastic. I'm Titus Wright. We're here with the one and only Coral, and she is, I tell you, she's one of the most inspirational people that I know. Gave me a $500 million just now. I'm sorry I had to, swallow my pride and ask for that, but I'm broke, man. I need some money, so that will help me out.
Yes. Here, you sure do.
That will help me out, the $500 million, because I want to be a billionaire one day, and that will help me on my way to being a billionaire. $500 million is good. Do you think you could give me $1 billion?
Put it this way, sure I can. Let we go. I go share. You're gonna be a billionaire one day. You just have to believe in yourself.
Well, if you give it to me, then I don't have to worry about all that belief. I'll just have it.
Well, okay, it's yours.
We better check when I go up to air. Folks, this was an exclusive interview with Coral and Alexander. She's, I guess, royalty to us, folks. She's all over the world. She's done some things for people all over the world. She's in everything, all the television stations, all the magazines. She's all the business industry. She's a multi billionaire and climbing, to do a lot in her young life. I admire you, I applaud you, and I thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Folks, that is a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, we just interviewed Coral Alexander, the multi billionaire, and of course, just giving me $500 million. I'm going to do some really good things with that as well. As a matter of fact, she said she promised to give me $1 billion, so I'll take that as well. Folks, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Titus Wright. We'll be back after these messages. Stay close. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.